It's a beautiful morning, getting ready to go and mark out the running track for sports day at the local school. So first of all, I've got to assemble the line marking attachment on the back of the robot, and then head down to the football club to mix up some paint to get ready to go and mark out the running track. So let's get on it. Well, that's all fully assembled now and loaded into the van. So we're just going to put the tripod and the antennae into the van and pop the ramps back in and head down to the school. So we've arrived at the school. Now we've got a reference point here. So the first job is to put up the tripod and get the antennae mounted. And we're going to put the tripod with the centre bar in that little pipe which is knocked into the ground. So the antennae is now mounted. We make sure it's in the right position by using the spirit level on the tripod, and it's powered up using this little battery pack, but the thing only uses about 3 watts of energy, so you could power it up even with a little mobile phone charger. So now we've got to wait for all these lights to be green, and while we're doing that, we're going to unload the rest of the van. So before we start filling it with paint, we're just going to make sure it's all flushed through okay by flushing some water through. This has to be done, of course, at the end of the job as well. So and I always check the filters. You can see now it's spraying water nicely, nice and evenly. So now it's time to put some paint in. So we've got about 20 litres of paint in the tub, and I'm just discharging the air, and then you're going to do a test spray down here and flush all the water out and see what the paint's looking like. There we go. Sounds good too, so it's not struggling. So we've got 3 green lights flashing on the antennae now, so we should be able to apply the fixed point. So now it's time to choose the fixed point. Confirm. Now this can take a little while and 1 or 2 attempts, so I'll come back to you when it's done. Right, so the fixed point is now applied, so we can enter the line marking mode. And there you can see the position of the robot, and also you can see the running track that we're going to mark out. Now position the robot so I know that there's no obstacles in between where the robot currently is and where the line marking is going to start, because when I set the robot off, it'll go as the crow flies straight to that point. So let's get back over to the control and send her on his way. So we're going to select the running track, and that's going to go green. Select workbench and select start, and then here I'm going to select fast drawing speed and fast transition speed, and then start the operation. We've already checked that there's no obstacles on the field, so that's okay. And here's a countdown to the machine setting off, and off she goes. It's really tricky at this time of year because the grass is so dry. You can almost do with marking it out in a different colour. But anyway, no, it's a nice clear line. It's certainly much clearer than the lines that were already there. So hopefully they can have a good, successful school sports day. And I can monitor the progress of the machine here on the remote control which is a clone of the remote of the controller that's on the back of the machine. And here you can see the green dot is the start point, and you can see where it travelled to the green dot, which is the dashed line, and where it's actually painting you get a solid white line. So now it's been going for a little while. You can see in the bottom left hand corner it's given me an estimated time that the job's going to take, and it's currently predicting that the job will be finished at midday. Now I will have to top up the paint during the course of the operation, so that might take a little while too. Okay, so it's been going now for about 50 minutes, and the robot stopped because it knows that there's not sufficient paint for it to carry on. So I'm going to nip over and put some more paint in. Right, so we've added another 20 litres of paint using a big funnel so you don't get it all over the place. Now I'm going to put the big tub back in the machine and extract all the air from the pipes, do a little test spray, and hopefully we'll be away again. It's really important that you keep the pipes clean, particularly when you need to top up the paint, because when you discharge the air you need to be able to see that the bubbles in the pipe are clear and that you've just got nice air-free paint flowing through the pipes before you do your test spray. So I'm just going to operate the spray trigger. You see the paint's coming through nicely. So let's send her back on her way. Here she goes. So far we've used about 20 litres of paint, and although we're not halfway through the time that it's going to take to do this job, we're definitely more than halfway through the amount of paint it's going to use, because all of the lines it's so far done are the long continuous ones, and there's quite a lot of small bits of line marking to do. The start and finish lines and stuff like that, which takes time but obviously doesn't use much paint. So we're coming towards the end of the job now. 13 minutes left. So it looks like we're pretty well on target to finish at maybe 12:20, so that's just over 2 hours. But there will be a summary report, which I'll include with the video. So it's now just putting all the start and finish lines in around the 400 metre track. Okay, so that's the 400 metre running track done. It's used just 12% of the available power of the robot. It's taken 2.5 hours, and we've covered just over 5.5 kilometres of line marking.